Hi, welcome to this tutorial. We are going to solve Cambridge GCSE Mathematics Paper 3 Core, Variant 3 November 2019. The first question, write 1/4 as a decimal. You can use your calculator to write it 0.25. Next, write 36/124 as a fraction in its lowest forms. Put this in the calculator and the answer is 9/13. I hope you know how to change this as a decimal, because when you put in a fraction, most of the calculator will give you a fraction. Then there is one button S. It's just above the delete button. Press that and you will get the answer as a decimal. Next, write 5/8 of 128. Again, using the calculator, we'll get the answer 80. Part D, write down all the factors of 24. So factors of 24, 1 times 24 is 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. We have to write from small to big, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Next, find the highest common factor of 24 and 108. Write 24 here, and we will divide it by prime numbers. 2 is the smallest prime number, so we start with 2. 2 divided by 24. Whatever answer you get, you write it below 24. That is 12. Now again, 12 divided by 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 cannot be divided by 3, 2 should be divided by 3. So these are the factors of 24. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And then of 108. So we divide by 2, you will get 54. Divide by 2 again, 27. Now you can divide by 3. 3 divided by 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3, 3. 108. 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. What is common? We circle it. So the ones which are common, we are going to multiply them. 2 times 2 times 3, 12. 12 is the factor, highest common factor of 24 and 108. I showed you this method because when you are, sometimes you have to find the HCF and then later LCM. So this is the best method to find the HCF and LCM with one working. In this question, if you wanted to find the LCM, you will multiply 12 by the numbers which are outside. That will give you the LCM. Now I'll show you another way to find the HCF. Write down the factors of 108. 1 times 108 will give you 108. 2 times 54. 3 times 36. 4 times 27. You can divide in the calculator. Divide 108 by these numbers and you will get the answer. 6 times 18. 7 will not go. 8 will not go. 9. 9 times 12. So these are the factors of 108. And we have already found the factors of 24 here and here. What is the highest common factor? You can see that it is 12. So the answer is 12. You can do either way, whichever way you find easy. But if they say LCM, then use the previous one. Write down an irrational number between 3 and 9. Whenever you have a question like this, square the numbers that are given to you. 3 square and 9 square, you will get 9 and 81. Choose any number between this except except square numbers. So you can choose 10, you can choose 11, any number, and square root it. That is a irrational number. So square root 10 you can write, or square root 11. And if you notice, it is between 3 and 9. Which is a number between 3 and 9 that's irrational? Pi. Pi is also irrational. So we could also have written pi. Part G. Write down the value of 25 to the power of 0. Again, you can put it in the calculator, but you should know anything to the power of 0 is equal to. Next, $8,400 is invested for 2 years at a rate of 3.5% per year compound interest. Work out the total amount of interest earned by the end of the 2 years. For this, you need to know a formula. Compound interest is equal to P bracket 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. A is the total amount we'll get at the end of the investment. Principal is P, that is your starting amount. R is your rate of interest. I is interest. Years is N. When we want to find the total amount, we use this formula. First, let's use that. So, what's our principal? 8,400 times 2 years, and rate of interest 3.5. Amount is equal to principal, which is 8,400, 1 plus 3.5 over 100 to the power of 2. We will get 8998.29. This is the complete amount, but we only have to find the interest. To find the interest, we use this formula. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. You want to find the interest, so make interest the subject. Amount minus principal will give you the interest. In compound interest questions, you need to be careful what they are asking. Now let's replace our amount. 8998.29 minus 8,400, our principal, will give us the interest. It's going to be 598.29. Next, without using a calculator, work out. So we have a fraction and we have to show all the working. This is really a very common question. You need to know your fractions very well. First, we have to change it into mix into improper. 3 multiplied by 2 plus 1. That will give us 7 over 3 plus 4 over 5. In your calculator, you have a fraction button. So press shift and that fraction button, you will get this. So you substitute 2, 1 and 3 like this. And when you put that in the calculator, you will get your answer as a improper fraction. Now, if it is an addition or a subtraction, you need to have a common base. So we multiply by 5 here and 5 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator and 3 in the numerator. We have a common denominator. 3 multiplied by 5, 15. Then we can write the fraction as a single fraction. 7 multiplied by 5, 35, plus 4 multiplied by 3, 12. You will have 47 over 15. We have to change it as a mixed number. Again, you can use your calculator. Put this number in the calculator, press equal, and then press the shift, the SD button which is before delete, and you will get the answer as 3 2 over 15. I hope you have understood how to solve this. Question number 2 is a statistics question. Emma records the number of letters in each word in a sentence. So these are the number of words in each word in a sentence. Find the median. To find the median, we have to arrange it from small to big in ascending order. So this is the way we will write it. And now to find the median, you can cut from each side one number. You are left with 3 and 4. Add the numbers together, divide by 2. You will get 3.5. So that's your median. Mode is the most often repeated number. We can see that 4 is the most repeated number. So that is your mode. Range is the highest value minus the lowest value. Our highest value is 7 and lowest value is 1. 7 minus 1, 6 is our mode. Part B, Jack records the number of letters in 25 words. These are the number of letters in a word and these are the number of words. We have to find the mean. To find the mean, you have to multiply the number of letters in a word with the number of words. That is the frequency. 1 multiplied by 3, 3. Each one we multiply and then we are going to add this. We'll get 94. So mean is going to equal to the sum divided by the sum of the frequency, which is 25. 94 divided by 25 will give us 3.76. Next, Preeti picks one of Jack's words at random. Find the probability that his words has 4 or more letters. 4 or more letters are these frequency, so we add them together. 8 plus 6 plus 2, 16. Divided by the total number of words, which is 25. This cannot be simplified, so we leave it this way. Part C, the table shows information about the first 90 words in a book. Complete the table. So we have to find the angle in a pie chart. To find the angle in a pie chart, we use the formula frequency of data multiplied by 360 divided by the total frequency. So for the short, we have 34 over the total frequency, which is 90. They already informed us here, multiplied by 360. That will give us 136. This is 136. For medium, 41 over 90 multiplied by 360 and we will get 164. And for long, 9 over 90 multiplied by 360, giving us 36. So we found all the angles in the pie chart. And the next part, we have to complete the pie chart to show this information. You will need a protractor to measure the angles and then you draw the lines. I hope you know how to use a protractor. So this is how your pie chart will look. This is medium, which is 164, short, which is 136, and long, which is 36. Question number 3 is a transformation question. Part A, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So A onto B. We can say that this is reflection. We have to find the mirror line. This is our mirror line, y is equal to -1. So the transformation is reflection and the mirror line y is equal to -1. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle C. A onto C. It's a case of rotation. You need a tracing paper, draw the triangle and see how it maps out. You need to find 3 things if it is rotation. It's usually a 3-mark question. You need to first describe the transformation, which is rotation. Then you have to find the center. In this case, the center is 0, 0. And you have to state whether it is 90 degrees, 180 degrees, clockwise or anti-clockwise. This particular transformation is 90 degrees anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means it moved this way. On the grid, draw the image of triangle A after rotation by the vector -2, -3. -2 and -3. I hope you are aware that the top number represents the x and the down number y. If it is negative, your coordinate of x will move to the left, and if your y is negative, the coordinate will move downwards. Choose any one point of triangle A. So I'm choosing this vertex here. Move it 2 places to the left and 3 places down. 1, 2, and 3. After this, you just count the number of squares. There are 3 squares, so it's going to be 3 here, 2 up, and we are done with the transformation. So this is our question C. Next, on the grid, draw the image of triangle A after rotation of 180 degrees, about 2, 1. So the center has been given to us, 2, 1. This is the center. And we have to rotate it 180 degrees. If it is 180 degrees, whether you rotate anti-clockwise or clockwise, it doesn't make a difference. Again, use a tracing paper to do it. It's the easiest way to solve a rotation question. This is your triangle after rotation 180 degrees, center 2, 1. Okay, so we are done with that. Question number 4. A plane leaves Karachi at 15:30 to fly to Bangkok. The distance is 3840 kilometers. The plane flies at an average speed of 720 kilometers per hour. The local time in Bangkok is 2 hours ahead of the local time in Karachi. Find the local time in Bangkok when the plane arrives. To find time, we use the formula time is equal to distance over speed. Distance is 3840. Time is 720 kilometers per hour. And this will give you 16/3. Again, you press the Shift SD button, and this will turn into a mixed fraction, which will be 5/1/3. This is hours. I want to change 1/3 hours into minutes. So I will multiply 1/3 by 60. Hours to minutes, you multiply by 60, and we will get 20 minutes. So it's 5 hours and 20 minutes. This much is the time the plane took. When did the plane leave? At 15:30 plus 5:20, and plus the plane is the time in Bangkok is 2 hours ahead. So when we add it, we'll get 22:50. So that's the time in Bangkok when the plane arrives. Next part of the question. In Bangkok, a watch costs 2,610 baht. The exchange rate is given to us. Find the cost of the watch in dollars. Whenever you have a currency change question, write on the currencies that you have. You have dollars and you have baht. And $1 is equal to 34.8 baht. So 2,610 is equal to how much? Cross multiply. 1 multiplied by 2,610 is going to give us 2,610. 34.8 multiplied by x. As it is a multiply, when you bring to the other side, 34.8 is going to be a divide. And this will give you X is equal to 75. So the cost of watch in dollars is $75. The price of another watch increases from $18 to $19.17. Find the percentage increase in the price of this watch. Whenever you have a percentage increase or decrease question, we use this formula. Difference of the two values over the original value multiplied by 100. So the big number minus the small number over the original value. It was 18. And then you times it by 100 and you will get 6.5. So that's the percentage increase. If it was a decrease, you will still use the same formula. Next, Raul makes a profit when he sells his watch for $36. The ratio of the price Raul paid for the watch and the profit he makes is price paid and the profit 7:2. Work out the profit that Raul makes. So price paid is 7 and profit is 2. 36, you know that selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. So selling price, which is 36, is divided into 9 parts, 7 plus 2, which is 9. This answer you're going to multiply by the ratio of the profit, which is 2. And that will give us $8. Question number 5 is algebra questions. The first one, simplify. So we add the like terms together with the sign. 9x minus 5x will give us 4x, negative 2y and negative y. If there is no number, it means there is a 1. So negative 2y minus 1y will give you negative 3y. Next, we have been given an equation and we have to find the value of a when p is 35 and b is 5. So in this equation, we have to replace the values that we have. So that will be p is 35 is equal to 4. We don't know a, b is 5 plus 3, 5 square. So 35 is equal to 20a plus 75. We bring the 75 to the other side, the sign will be negative. This will give us negative 40 and divide the negative 40 by 20 and we will get a is equal to negative 2. Part C, solve. So we have 10x is equal to 5. 10 means 10 multiplied by x. So when we move to the other side, it will be 5 divided by 10. So x is equal to half. Next question, we have been given equation where we have x is on two sides. Bring the 2x to this side, the sign will change. Negative 2x. The negative 3 here, it will become plus 3. 7 minus 2 will give us 5x is equal to 14. X is equal to 14 divided by 5. This will give us 2.8. In this question, you can either expand or leave it. We'll expand and see. 3 multiplied by 2x is 6x. 3 multiplied by negative 1, negative 3 is equal to 27. 6x is equal to 27 plus 3. Therefore, 6x is equal to 30. X is equal to 30 divided by 6, which is 5. Part D, we have to arrange this equation to make P the subject. So we will first move the 5 to the other side. It's a multiply, so it will be a divide. We are left with P plus 2. The plus 2, when we move here, it will be negative 2. So P is equal to T over 5 minus 2. Next question is a simultaneous equation question. Look at the coefficient of x. You have 3 and 1. They are not same, so you cannot eliminate it. Also check for y. You have -1 and 2. You cannot eliminate it. So you have to decide what you want to eliminate, x or y. The coefficient of that should be same. I want to eliminate x, so I will multiply the whole equation by 3, resulting in 3 multiplied by x, 3x, and 2y multiplied by 3 will become 6y. 5 multiplied by 3, 15. Now it's the same as the first equation, 3x minus y is equal to 22. So this is what we are going to solve. You can see that you have 3 and 3 plus 3 plus 3 is going to give you 6. So you cannot add, you have to subtract. When you have to subtract, you have to change the sign of each term, which is before the line that we drew. So now we will have 3 minus 3x cancelled, 6 minus 6y plus y will give us 7y, and 15 minus 22 will give us -7. So y is equal to -7 divided by 7, y is equal to -1. Substitute y is equal to -1 in whichever equation you want. I'm substituting in this equation. So 3x minus -1 is equal to 22. 3x plus 1 is equal to 22. 3x is equal to 22 minus 1, which is 21. Divide 21 by 3, and we have x is equal to 7. So our answer is y is equal to -1 and x is equal to 7. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. For question number 6 onwards, kindly watch the second part. And do share my video with your friends, subscribe, and this brings us to the end of this tutorial. I hope I've been able to help you. If yes, kindly subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. If you want me to solve any particular exam year or any topic-wise questions, do mention in the comment section. I'll be glad to help you out.